Welcome back to Talk Pittsburgh, and we are looking at a hot holiday week, Mary.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're going to get into some questions from viewers out there. We're going to start with Michelle, who's putting in an air conditioner this evening to prepare for the heat wave. Hopefully she can get it in without sweating, because it's already hot.
Yeah, she's not doing it. Her husband's going to do it for her. She's putting him to work. So yeah, tonight is a pretty decent evening all around. I mean, we're into those low to mid 80s, so prepare for the heat. Get those air conditioners in the windows and make sure that, again, as you head into this week, you are making sure the air is working. We were talking earlier about making sure that your filter is changed in your air conditioner. So, I mean, it's going to get really, really hot.
You know, I think a lot of people are getting ready for this weekend if you have company coming over. And so everybody's trying to get those last minute things in ahead of this weekend. But it's going to be a tough week to do it. So Mike wanted to know about cutting grass tomorrow. I'm assuming that morning is going to be the best time.
Morning is the best. Yeah. I mean, morning. I feel like, though, if a man really needs to get that grass cut, they're going to go out to do it. And they're also, even if they're sweating, they're going to say, oh, it's fine. It's fine, no big deal. But if you can do it in the morning, that's when it's going to be the coolest, I should say. I mean, we're going to surpass our average high for the day by 10 o'clock, 82, then mid 80s by 11 o'clock. So we have a lot of sunshine around through the afternoon, but you're going to need to stay hydrated. You're going to need the sunscreen. Make sure your pets are safe too. I mean, it's going to be hot.
You got to think about a lot of different things for sure. And I love this. Karen's just taken it all out of the mix. She said, I'm staying inside work. It's an ice box in there. The office is cold enough. I don't have to leave.
Yeah, I'm going to be inside a lot too, as much as I can. I'm going to say, oh, it's too hot outside, kids. Just a little bit outside and then come back inside. And yeah, it's going to be really hot. So mid 90s for Wednesday for our high temperature, and then mid 90s even Thursday. Could get to 96. The record is 97, so it'll actually be pretty close. Mid 90s Friday, but I've been saying even if it's 92, 93, or 94, it's still going to feel the same because of the humidity. So we're still looking at feeling into the upper 90s and even triple digits.
Wow, my gosh. Well, and speaking of that, you said Wednesday night, you're going to the Adams Township 4th of July celebration.
Yes.
So what are things looking like for everybody else who's going to?
Yeah, so I'm meeting some friends there. I know a lot of people are going. It's a huge celebration, fireworks into the evening, and we don't have to worry about the rain, but it's going to be hot at night.
Gosh.
This is at about 9 o'clock at night. Still into the mid to upper 80s. It'll be nice and clear, so that's good if you're going to do fireworks Wednesday. I just kind of want to get it over with in a sense and not wait to deal with the showers and storms we have possibly for the weekend, because then, you know, fireworks will get delayed and all of that. But Wednesday night's a pretty good night, and even evening, despite how hot it's going to be, it'll be clear.
Well,
I know.
So glad we're going to talk about this, Mary, because we are one of many people who are throwing a 4th of July party. And I was worried first about the heat, but then you talked about thunderstorm possibilities too.
And it's so far away that, I mean, I'm sure you're like, oh, I have a backup plan. Like, we can move inside if so. But I would keep it right now, obviously. Keep all your plans in place, but just have that backup plan to move things inside if you do get a scattered shower and thunderstorm. So the timing, obviously, we're not going to know that until a little bit closer. But it is going to be hot and humid. Saturday and Sunday are both still KDK first alert weather days because of how humid it's going to be. So, I mean, we're still expecting to feel into the upper 90s through Saturday, even into Sunday, and then some areas will certainly even feel in the triple digits. So, I mean, the heat's not going anywhere, and then that's just going to help to bubble up those storms even more. But that's when we're looking at the best chance. But I will pray for these storms to just go away, Heather.
I know. Well,
go away.
My backup plan is to have 50 people in my house, and I feel like it's going to be a lot.
It's great.
It's going to be a lot.
It'll be wonderful. It'll be great.
All right, fingers crossed. Thank you so much, Mary.
You're welcome.
When you think hurricanes, which name comes to mind? Maybe Andrew or Katrina? These storms go through a strict process to get their names, and KDK meteorologist Ray Petlin explains.
Hey, Ray! That's so cool!
What's in a name, especially when that name is a tropical storm or hurricane? Since 1953, when a tropical system generates sustained winds over 39 miles per hour, it was given a name. That is the point when that system becomes a tropical storm. Alice was the first name given for an Atlantic Basin storm. When a storm is given a name as a tropical storm, it keeps that name as it grows into a hurricane. For many years, tropical systems were only given female names. The obvious joke is that they're hurricanes. Get it? The National Ocean Service says in 1978 they started using male and female names for tropical cyclones in the northern Pacific. The next year they started using both men and women's names for the Atlantic Basin too. The list alternates between male and female names. In odd years, the list begins with a female name. In even years, the list begins with a male name. The names are on 6-year rotations and usually do not change. The only reason a new name will appear on the list is if a name is retired. A name is retired when a hurricane has a large death toll or is exceptionally costly. So why do we even name them in the first place? The National Ocean Service says over time it was learned that the use of short, easily remembered names in written as well as spoken communications is quicker and reduces confusion when 2 or more tropical systems occur at the same time. And one thing I get asked a lot is who comes up with all these names? The short answer is the World Meteorological Organization, or WMO. They have strict procedures of coming up with names that are English, Spanish, and French. They say this is to reflect the geological coverage of the storms. They only use 21 letters of the alphabet, too. You won't find tropical systems with names that begin with Q, U, X, Y, or Z because they want names that are easily understood and recognizable. Remember, they only use 21 letters of the alphabet, meaning they have 21 names in a given year. And 2 seasons since the start of naming storms, they've gone over those 21 different names. That was in 2005 and 2020. When that happens, the Greek alphabet is used. 2020 had the most Greek letters used with 9. The last storm that year was Iota. And hopefully we never have a list like that again. Reporting from home, I'm meteorologist Ray Petlin.
Really interesting. Well, still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, what if access to care or education depended on the language you speak? One organization is breaking down those barriers and helping communities connect. See how they're making an impact here in Pittsburgh after the break.